Hi there, I'm Thomas, and I'm gonna guide you through the system and test view. So our checklist and asset tree within CxPlanner here today. Uh, it's gonna be a joy. So I have a blank, totally brand new project here. So as you see at the top, we have an ID and a name. There's nothing within this project yet. So for this tutorial here, we're gonna add some equipment together manually. Then we're gonna import some equipment from a checklist. Gonna, well, have a look at some of the features within the system and test view. Let's start by making me a little smaller here. So I'll go to the sidebar. Good. Let's select the system and test view here. This opens the system and test view interface for us. There's nothing within this overview yet. So we're gonna add some items. First, we're just gonna do it manually. So I'm gonna click new item here. Mechanical complete. So we're gonna add one called mechanical complete. Below that one, we're gonna add an air handling unit. And below that one, we're gonna add a couple of air handling units. So the tags for individual systems here. So 1, 2, and 3 here. So for this instance here, we have a mechanical complete, air handling unit, and 3 tags. So each one of these tags here symbolizes one specific equipment. So the air handling unit 03, and then we can append or add the checklist to it. But before we go that far, let's have a look at the different columns here. So the first, the link, that's the open, how we can access and open the individual checklists. Then we have this little plus button here that adds what's it called, like a children, a row below it. Then we have the status, which shows this is not finished and not started yet, but when it has been completed, we can see it here. And then we've got some different columns here. So let's say we're the responsible one. That's all the responsible persons, all the persons on the project. We can assign them to different checklists. The same goes for the company, and we also have some different categories. So you see, this is just click, select the value, and that's it. Some of the columns, like this one, the info, you can just type in the value like that, press enter, and it's saved. So that's like the concept for this overview here. Since this tutorial here has a little more advanced level, we're also going to look at the settings for this overview. So let's start there. To access the settings, it requires you to be the manager, the admin on the project. I'm going to click on the menu, scroll all the way down, and select the settings. This here shows us the different settings that we can enable or disable or customize for the system and test view. First, in the top here, we got the buttons. So this is a way like to enable some different buttons which can be used primarily on mobile interfaces. Want to keep that as default for now. Then we have the columns. That's the best part. So within the columns here, we can choose what columns to show to the end user, what is actually needed for this project here. So let's say that we don't need the info, and we're just going to tick it off, and it's hidden, it's gone. Whereas if we need like the system column, we're just going to tick it on. And as you can see, we have a lot of different columns, and some of them has like some special text here, which indicates that can have some special powers or special utilities. If you need to make your own, then scroll down and find the call 1 to 17 down here. So the call 1, tick it on, then we can give it a name, PID, and then it's saved. If you want to have place it in another location within the overview, you're just going to take it like this and drag it to a new position. Find the new position here, or we're going to make it just like in front of the system, like that, and it's saved. It saves automatically. We can scroll a little further down here. Down here, we can also select how to calculate the percentage of the parents. The default one goes for the approved checklists. That means each time you approve a checklist as within a folder, then the checklist percentage will scale upward throughout the structure. Utilizing these other options here, you can change the method or the calculation way on how this calculation is done. We also got something about sorting. Normally we sort by the alphabet. So if you let's say you have like something called 1, 2, 3, then we'll sort in the right order. A, B, C also in the right order. Yeah. If you need to mix it in other ways, then you have to use another column to do the sorting on. That is where you can do it. And all the way down here, we have what we call like add new module. That is a way to add new instance of the system and test view in the sidebar. So add a whole new instance. I'm just going to keep it like this for now. So let's go back to the system and test view. Good, we're back. You see, we have these 3 handling units. The info column, it was here right before, it's gone now. And now we also have the PID and the system column. So that's how we can customize that the columns are getting shown, hidden and shown. But let's try. So normally you can add like this a couple of items manually, but when you want to add like 100, 1,000 of items, you want to use our spreadsheet import functionality. So I'm going to show that to you. I'm going to click menu, then we're going to download the overview, the default download here. Then it downloads, it tracks a spreadsheet of the current view of CxPlanner. And let me see if I can find it here. I think I got it. Good. Let me zoom a little in here. So this here is the current overview from within the system. As you can see, we have some different columns. It starts with the column A with the ID. We have some IDs here. That is because each one of these IDs symbolizes a reference into our system. So number 1, 2, and 3 actually also has a reference. That means we can make changes to these instances here, re-import it, and then it will auto-update within the system. That's a pretty cool feature. Then we have the rest of the columns here. So you see, we have the responsible one. Get a drop down, and we can select the options that are available. Same goes for the category, and so on. So most of the columns here is possible to adjust and customize. You cannot customize like the percentage and that kind of stuff. That is calculated within the system. Over to the far right in column O over here, we have one called import template. Clicking on that allows us to import checklists directly from our template center by selecting them like this. But for now here, we're going to add some more items. So when we're going to import this again, CxPlanner will look for the ID. If it finds an ID, we'll try to update the instance inside the platform. If there's no ID, it will create the new instance. So let's add some items here. We're going to put 2 X's. So you see the sub here that shows the indentation level. So 2 X's means that it goes below the handling unit, 1 X below the mechanical complete. Then we're going to add some items here. Oh, we can also update the name on this one here, like that. And then we're just going to add them like this. So one note here before I go further, you see these like special icons here? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just like pure visual. But see here, from 5 to 9, we have no ID. That means they will be created when we upload this document. Let's go for another one. We'll put 1X, so we'll make a new group. It's going to be the palms and 2 X's. There's going to be some specific palms here, like this. And we can go as deep as we like with these X's here. So just like an example for you, 2 X's. So like this. So you're going to decide how you're going to figure out this structure. It must fit like with your current workflows. So let's save this one. It's saved. And then I'm going to get back to the platform. So we're back here. Then I'm going to go to the menu. I'm going to go bulk import from Excel. I'm going to select the file. There, we got it. And then I'm going to upload it. Cool. Let's see here. So it's been uploaded. I'm gonna expand some of these here. Now you can see that the current view that we have within CxPlanner is actually exactly the same that we had within the spreadsheet. We had renamed air handling unit 03 to 04. That also happened in the platform now. We added the extra items added the special example photo with sub 2, sub 3, and sub 4. And we also added the 2 palms. So that's how you can like get the data into the system pretty fast. When we have data in here, we can always export it back out to the spreadsheet, move it around, do the editing stuff in the spreadsheet, import it in again. But you can also do the editing within the platform here. So let me show that to you. Gonna go for the menu, bulk edit many items. That is like the main way to do editing from this interface here. So let's say that handling unit 09, it is a wrong location we have placed it in. Select it, select the move selected, and then we go for like the palms. We're just gonna select the palms here, and then you see we've removed the handling unit 09 down here. So that's like a pretty easy way to move stuff around here. Each one of these symbolizes a checklist. So let's look over here in the total column to the right. It says 0. That's because we've not like imported a checklist to them. So there's no checklist items within them. We can import from a spreadsheet or use some of the automatic ways. But for now, I'm just going to show the normal import way. So we can click each one of these, check off, or we can just select the parent folder and then like keep the control key down and click again. Then we'll untick the top one. Just going to keep clicking, just going to select everything. So now we have selected these 8 handling units or 7 handling units items. Going to select import template. Going to find a template. This one, click on it. Voila! Look over in the total column. We're now imported all the checklist items to these items here. So that's how you can like pretty fast just poof, import the items in. Okay, let's then imagine that you have imported a wrong checklist to the handling unit 08. Select it, then go to delete options. In the delete options, you have 3 different options. Delete the checklist and all the children below it, or just delete the checklist items. That's the one we're going to go with. Right delete. And then you see over here, now it says 0. So that's how you can like clear out a checklist if you import something bad. If you're still like working on the templates and you update the templates later on, then you can always just use the re-import template and we'll get re-imported into the system or into the individual checklists here. Good. You can also right-click actually. If you right-click on one of the items, you get another menu. It can come in handy on laptop and desktop devices to different kind of stuff. Well, last thing for this little tutorial here, that is the button called Show Only Mine. If I click on this one, you will see that it sorts or filters on the ones where I've been personally assigned to. So if I had had a lower project role, like a contractor on the project, this would be my default view. I would only see the exact ones where I personally have been assigned to. The contractor, and whoever it is, can always click Show All, and that will then show everything like you see here. But if you're using user groups, then you could also limit it so they would only see the ones where they're personally assigned or the company has been assigned. But look into the tutorial for the user groups for that one. Great. That was for the system and test view. And any questions, just reach us in the chat in the corner down right here. Perfect. Go for it. See you.